Has anyone here ever waited to see a doctor?
Yes.
Whilst you were waiting, did you ever wonder, what on earth is taking them so long? Well, chances are they were tapping away at keyboards. For those of you who can't see at the back, I'm wearing a boot because I fractured my ankle, but I used this as an opportunity to do some market research. I was in A&E on a Friday night with 21 other patients with 2 doctors working away. One by one, they take us to the cubicles, examine us, and then come back and sit at the desk and start doing the notes. I decided to monitor how long the doctor spent doing the documentation. He spent 60% of his time there. We currently have 1.3 million people coming to the NHS every single day. That's the same as the population of Estonia. Each one of those people needs to be cared for, but they also generate large amounts of data. We have 7.7 million people on the waiting list in England alone. Each one of those patients would like to be seen quicker. We're not going to get any more doctors, so we need to use the doctors we do have more effectively. So let's break down what happens when you go and see a doctor. If you're lucky, you get a GP appointment, you get 10 minutes. Within that period of time, you get beckoned in, sat down, ask what your problem is, ask about your past medical history, what medications you're on, any allergies, listen to your chest, feel your abdomen, propose a diagnosis, a treatment, pat you on the back with some aftercare advice and give you a prescription. At that point, they turn around to their Windows 98 computer and start tapping away on their notes. All of that is stressful because they have a waiting room full of patients. It's inaccurate because they have to record what they're doing. They're constantly being interrupted. I believe that as a doctor, no doctor wanted to be doing this. No one went to medical school wants to do it. I didn't go to medical school wants to do it. I want to get doctors spending more time looking at patients rather than looking at the screen. So, what do you think the most powerful device a doctor has at their disposal? Is it the stethoscope? Is it the ECG machine? Is it the MRI machine down the hall? Well, I propose to you that it's the smartphone in every single one of their pockets. Now, Guliva is a phone-based app that's able to transcribe and summarize and optimize the medical consultation. Let me talk you through how it works. So, the patient is consented in the normal workflow of the doctor. They sit down and the consultation goes ahead. Then using AI, we're able to focus down on precisely the relevant pieces of information to go in the notes. We can build this out to develop referral letters. We can customize it to the doctor as required. All of this will lead to a fraction of the time spent documenting. It's going to improve the work life of the doctors, increasing their productivity because they can see more patients for longer. And it's also going to save money for the healthcare service, because they're going to have less litigation, less waiting lists, and less complications. Why do you think this is the right moment in time? Well, McKinsey estimate there's $1 trillion worth of savings to be made from healthcare in AI. And also, the World Economic Forum proposed that the healthcare in AI is going to account for one of the biggest trends in 2023. We also have a unique combination of factors within the UK. So we have the availability of artificial intelligence. That's cheaper and better than ever before. We also have political and societal will. There's a headline after headline of the NHS being crisis, so the barriers for innovation have shrunk. We think this opportunity is huge, not just in the UK, but worldwide. There are 104 million healthcare professionals, not only doctors, but dentists, psychiatrists, physiotherapists, occupational health, all would benefit from this. But we're going to be targeting the UK market, and within that we're going to target those who have the most pain. They're the junior doctors. They do the most amount of documentation, they're the least ingrained with the current status quo, and they also have the most technical ability. The current business model is a B2C program, so we target the final year medical students with a freemium model to help them learn, but this matures into a premium model that they can use in the first few years of practice. Beyond that, once we know where the doctors work, we can sell directly to their employer, be it GPs or hospitals, with a full suite of features. This includes data services. I'm Dr. Chris Bodymead. I'm the CEO and founder of Guliva. I'm an Oxford graduate, and I'm also, or was formerly a surgical trainee. I have a CTO who's on stealth mode until the beginning of December of this year, and I've compiled a group of advisors to make this startup a success. They have domain expertise within the NHS, startup strategy, and healthcare software. I'm asking for £250,000, a 2.5 million valuation to give us a 12-month runway to take the MVP to market for product development to get a letter of intent from a healthcare provider. If you would like to help doctors to help more patients, then I invite you all to help Guliva. Gulliver's going to do the paperwork, so doctors can do the paperwork. And if you'd like to see a doctor with no waiting list, come and sit next to me.